Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Wadash. Alright, man, that's who this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. You know, first I like to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. You know, I also like to give a shout out to the head of the Men of Israel camp, the brother Kazak, out here in Greenville, South Carolina, who I also teach under. I also like to give a shout out to the brothers across the four corners of the earth that's out here pushing and teaching this truth and sincerity, you know, 100% truth. You know, and then I also like to give a shout out to the very few Akwaf that believe, you know, and to y'all like to say Shalom. Right, it's your brother Debak. You know, coming back through the spirit and path of Yahweh Shemal Shah, you know, with a quick exhortation and lesson real fast, you know, just harping on today, harping on the dietary law, man, what we can and can't eat, man, because and this came to mind when I you know, Jake had court a few days ago, and when I was at court, man, I seen this motherfucker legs, man. That motherfucker with legs was so built up, looked like pig leg, like not even pig leg, looked like ostrich legs or something, man. But it was all off of, you could tell he's been eating unclean things, man. Like you, if I can find a picture, that'll be the thumbnail for the picture. I gotta find a picture first though, and it's gonna in that picture, that's how his legs was, man. And you can tell because that motherfucker been eating the wrong shit, man. They be eating that pork crab, lobster, shrimp, and certain types of fish that don't have fins or scales, man. Fins and scales, man. You can tell, man, because he was fucked up, man. He barely walked, you know, face pink, your legs pink, like, man, it was fucked up, man. But you know, as far as Israel, we got certain things we can and can't eat, man. Right, and that's what I'm gonna go into real fast. You know, I'm gonna be in the book of Deuteronomy 14. No, I'm gonna skim through it real fast. I got, you know, a few minutes left on this break, but we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 14. I'm gonna start at 2. I'm gonna start at 2 real fast now. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 2 and just go with it, you know. All right, it says Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself. You know, basically a special people, you know, unto himself, above all nations that are upon the earth, right? Meaning we're better than everybody talking about Israel, man. Going into you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Indians, man. That's who he's talking about right now, right? That's that nation. That's that nation that's above all nations, right? Verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat, the hart, and the roebuck. Salakim if I mess up some of these words, you know, Salakim. But we're gonna keep rolling. Start back at the top of verse 5. The hart, and the roebuck, and the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, but I'm gonna spell it though, y'all. If y'all following me, Deuteronomy 14:5, you should see what it say. Pygarg. Boom. And the wild ox, and the chermos, whatever that is, right? All right, verse 6. And every beast that parteth the hoof, and cleft the cliff into 2 claws, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Right? So those are the things we can't eat. All those beasts that I just named, I slaughtered a few of them. Oh well, you know. But continuing on with the point, those are the things we can't eat. You can look those things up. You can see what those specific things are, what we can eat, right? Right? Okay, now let's go verse 7. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide of the clover's hoof, like the pig. You know how the pig got the motherfucking right? as the camel, and the hare, and the coney. Yeah, coney, for the chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. Right? Those are the things we can't eat. All right. Verse 8. And the swine, because it divided the hoof. The swine going in the pig. You know? Pig, like I said, the pig hoof be like that. You know what I mean? Can't have it. Right? And that's necessarily the thing I'm harping on in this video real fast. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'm gonna go into that in a second, dog. Let me just get through this. Let me finish reading first. And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of the flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses. Right? I'm gonna stop right there because that's the point. Yeah, that's the point I'm going into, man. Because everybody else, they normally necessarily there. That's the biggest thing that's fucked up, man. Is that pig, man? Like I was saying about earlier, that man's legs, you can tell he eats a lot of pork, man. They got the high blood pressure. You know, it causes on unnecessary different heart conditions, fucked up conditions and shit. It's because of that unclean pig, that pork, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. And like I said about the other things that they eat, you know, they eat that wild shit. They want to eat, you know, all that abominable things, man. It specifically says for Israel, man, we're not supposed to be eating that. For all you Zions, man, y'all barely can walk. Y'all fucking y'all ankles be fat as y'all necks. Like, bro, I don't understand this. If y'all see y'all bodies is in that condition, why the fuck you keep eating it? We're not supposed to be eating shit like that, man. Jakes too, you pastors. You know, you pastors be telling the congregation they can have that. No, they can't, man. That goes against the scriptures, man. That's how you know the Yahweh Shema Shai is not dealing with them churches first and foremost. You know, just to tag on that point, because the pastors tell the congregation they can go have that baconator from Wendy's. You're not even supposed to be eating bacon, period. You're not even supposed to be touching it, man. That's what the scripture just said, man. It is unclean unto you. You're not even supposed to touch the dead carcasses, man. That's his body, man. You know? So I'm talking about all these other things, like I said, the camel, the hare, all that, man. We're not even supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, eating none of that. You know? And that's the point of the video, man. That's the point of the video, man. Y'all niggas need to watch it. Y'all niggas need to stop leaving this pork alone, man. The scripture specifically goes against that, man. And that's the biggest problem. That's why, you know, that's why there's gonna be a big test, you know, in JT times, you know, when that's the only thing that'll be out there. What you gonna do, man? You gonna go against the scriptures and eat that? You know, when you're not supposed to, when it goes against the scriptures, it goes against the dietary law. Not supposed to be doing that, man. So we're supposed to be eating the clean things, you know. Like I read earlier on from verse 4 to 6, you know, and then the rest of it goes into the clean birds we can have. But I don't necessarily have a lot of time, so I'm just trying to shorten it up as much as I can. But yeah, man, that's the point, man. That's the biggest problem with Israel nowadays, man. They don't want to leave that pork alone, man. They want pork in everything they can get. You know, they want pork on every meal they have, man. That's the problem with Israel, man. We're not even supposed to be, like I said, we're not supposed to be touching, at the end of verse 8, ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcasses, man. Carcass, man. That's body, we're not supposed to be touching it. You know? So that's the point that I'm making, man. We need to get this shit together, man. We need to figure out what's not even need to figure out, y'all need to start eating that motherfucking pork. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. Y'all need to leave that motherfucking pork alone, man. Simple as that, brother. Sister, you know, fat neck, fat ankle motherfucker. You know, gotta walk on canes cause your motherfucking ankles big as your neck, man. That don't make no motherfucking sense, man. I mean, come on, Jake. Come on, Zion. I mean, the motherfucking sense. You know? And, you know, just with a quick exhortation and lesson, man, I had to, you know, do it the best I can. Salakian for, you know, some Esau Plantation, man. Y'all know how that go. Only got a 20-minute little lunch break. Try to do as much as I can. But, hey, man, with that, Yahweh Ratazah, the video is edifying. Yahweh Ratazah, Israel's able to listen. But, man, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it, man. Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shah, Barakah Yahweh, Barakah Yahweh Shah. Shalom, 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 man. Continue in the faith, man. Shalom.